You're watching WMBD News this morning.
It's already early May, and the meteorologists at the National Weather Service want you to know about a couple of things happening this month. Meteorologist Shimon from the National Weather Service in Lincoln is with me this morning to talk about what's currently going on through the NWS. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning.
Long time no see. First, let's talk about the Kids Weather Art Contest that's happening. What is that?
Right now we're putting together a new online book that's based on Owly Skywarn, which kids can relate to, and we're having kids put together the weather outside my window kind of theme and draw their favorite weather scene or weather type and submit those to the Owly Skywarn email or mail it in and see if they can get their images inside this online book that we're putting together.
What is the deadline to submit artwork?
May 20th, they either need to email it or have it postmarked, and then they submit that, and their images can end up in this online book. It's just going to be really nice to have kids relate to the weather and learn things.
I was just going to ask, what does the winner receive? They get their work published?
Correct, yeah. There's no money involved, unfortunately, but they do get the notoriety of being in this online book that people across the country and the world can click on and learn about the weather.
This week is also Air Quality Awareness Week. What is that?
It's just a heightening of the awareness of the general public for how they impact the air quality across the area, either through engines that produce a lot of exhaust, or just how they impact their environmental footprint. Just make sure they kind of reduce that, and because it does affect a lot of people with health, asthma, and bronchitis, and things like that can be aggravated.
What are some of the topics that will be highlighted during this week?
Both household and outdoor type aerosols, just anything that you put out into the air. Just be aware of that. Every day we kind of cover a different topic in that sense.
Why is Air Quality Awareness Week so important to us right here in central Illinois?
A lot of people have health problems that are aggravated by air quality, and it changes day to day, and there's a new rating every day that people can be aware of how the air is out there, and then so they can basically adjust their day.
Is air pollution a huge problem here in central Illinois?
It is a problem across the country in general because there's so many things putting aerosols and pollutants into the air, so we just have to be aware of how we impact that.
How does air pollution affect our health specifically?
Most of the time it's respiratory, and there's a lot of respiratory illnesses that are out there, so that's probably the major impact.
And what are some of the things we can do to clean up the air we breathe in?
Basically try to use more environmental friendly products in your homes, use less energy in general, because the more energy you use, the more aerosols and pollutants that go into the air.
Lastly, does the National Weather Service issue air quality forecasts for the public?
They do. We have air quality alerts when things start to get hazardous for the public, so we do produce products like that.
And thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to post all of this information on our website, ciproud.com. We'll be right back.